back. If we do this, it will lead us to economies that work for all people instead of just a few, and to a fair use of resources so that we can mitigate risks and meet the needs of current and future generations. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mary Othieno, the country representative of UNFPA in Uganda. Right Honorable Prime Minister, UNFPA is a co-organizer of World Population Day, and they are key partners of the population program in this country. Our other partners include the Netherlands Embassy in Uganda. So at this moment, our guest of honor, permit me to invite the Deputy Ambassador of Netherlands, His Excellency Joost van Etro, to come and make remarks on behalf of the Netherlands Embassy, but also at the same time, he's making remarks on behalf of European Union in Uganda. You're most welcome, Your Excellency Joost van Etro, and we appreciate the Netherlands Embassy for the support towards the population program in Uganda.
Thank you. Right Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda and Guest of Honor, Robenya Nabanja, Honorable Ministers and Members of Parliament, government officials, representatives of UN agencies, representatives of civil society organizations, religious and cultural institutions, all young people present, protocol observed. I am Joost van Etro, the Deputy Ambassador of the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Today, I represent the Netherlands, but also the other European Union member states. As we are all aware, an increased occurrence of teenage pregnancy and child marriage is one of the problems Uganda is confronted with following the COVID-19 pandemic. The EU stands in solidarity with Uganda in commemorating this year's World Population Day under the theme Mindset Change for Wealth Creation, Ending Child Marriage and Teenage Pregnancy. The theme is a reminder that teenage pregnancy and child marriage is not just a social problem, but a development challenge requiring all stakeholders to act. Why, you may ask? First, a productive human capital is an essential requirement for a country's economic growth and development. Teenage pregnancy and child marriage rob Uganda of part of its human capital. Two, a sustainable and inclusive development in any country depends on the ability for every individual to have opportunities, exploit their full potential. Teenage pregnancy and child marriage violate this fundamental right and deny Ugandan girls these chances and opportunities. Three, ending teenage pregnancy and child marriage will save the country more money for investment. The study by Unfpa, The Economic and Social Burden of Teenage Pregnancy in Uganda, reveals that reducing teenage pregnancy from the current 25% to 10% will reduce the overall healthcare expenditure for teenage mothers and their children by 46%. From the current 1.28 trillion shilling to 694 billion shilling. And it will lead to annual savings of 53 billion shilling within the education budget. Your Excellency, I take this opportunity to acknowledge the efforts by the government of Uganda to tackle the challenge, including the National Sexuality Education Framework launched in 2018. This strategic document aims to empower young people in formal education sector with life skills and age-appropriate information about their sexuality, so they can make healthy choices as they go through the process of growth and development. I also would like to acknowledge the campaign to end teenage pregnancy and child marriage, launched in 2022 by yourself, together with the Vice President and the First Lady or Minister for Education and Sports. However, we can all agree that there is potential for doing more, including 1, improve the implementation of the National Sexuality Education Framework and access to youth-friendly sexual and reproductive services. Better access to sexuality education and youth-friendly reproductive health services are proven strategies to reduce teenage pregnancies and also reduce HIV infection among young people. 2, strengthening a multi-sectoral approach, collaboration and accountability in tackling the problem. Teenage pregnancy is multifaceted and happening in diverse contexts. For example, when girls are forced into marriage, when they're defiled or raped, exploited in exchange for money or favors, or when they fail to make healthy and safe decisions as they go through puberty. No single sector can adequately and effectively provide the needed solutions on its own. The government's program-based planning and budgeting provides a perfect opportunity and can be better leveraged. The Human Capital Development Program and the Government and Security Program provide great opportunities for leverage. 3, anchoring prevention and response to teenage pregnancy and child marriage within the Paris Development Model. This will facilitate community-led action. Change happens when communities take ownership and action in tackling social problems that hinder progress. And lastly, investing in tailor-made programs to address the needs of girls who have survived teenage pregnancy and are not able to return to school and continue with the regular academic path. Right Honourable Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, what is done or not done will determine whether the country will harvest the economic benefits of actions or suffer the preventable losses from inaction against teenage pregnancy and child marriage. I confirm that the Netherlands and the EU remain committed to working with the government of Uganda and partners towards ending child marriage and teenage pregnancy, but also more broadly, building the young generation into capable citizens that can drive socio-economic transformation. It is important to invest in the social, economic and political potentials of the young people and create an enabling environment within which they can utilize their knowledge and skills. These are all critical requirements for sustainable development. In ending, I extend our appreciation and applaud the National Population Council and all partners for organizing this event. We look forward to a continued dialogue and cooperation to end teenage pregnancy and child marriage in Uganda. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a big round of applause to the Deputy Ambassador of Netherlands. The talking points have been so key, and we thank you for representing Netherlands and also the European Union. Next on our program is to have the area member of parliament speak and also introduce your colleagues. But before you come, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, allow me to say there is a message from the chairperson CLC 3. They are thanking government for the brand new motorcycles that you provided to them and has elevated them in their status. they congratulate you and thank you. May I invite Honorable Silas Aogon, the area member of parliament, to make his remark, introduce his colleagues, and proceed with the program.
Thank you. Right Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda, Ministers of State here present, my colleagues, the members of Parliament, the former members of Parliament, the RDCs, LOC 5 chairpersons, technocrats of government, partners from different walks, everybody here present, and not forgetting the fourth estate. My name is Silas Aogon, the Member of Parliament representing the people of Kumi Municipality in the 11th Parliament. And I want to take this very big opportunity, Right Honorable Prime Minister, to welcome you to this land. This is your home. Enjoy the stay. The people of Teso are so warm. We are so welcoming. We are hospitable. We are friendly. We are your people, and indeed yours. And we are happy that you are the one who has chosen to come to us today. It is a big day that we are celebrating tonight. But before I give my real speech, you'll allow me to invite my colleagues, the members of Parliament, to come forward. And they'll be coming to the podium one by one so that people will be able to see their face clearly. I would not love to crowd the podium. They will come this way and they climb up one by one for purpose of clear recognition. Without Parliament, it can be difficult. Those are the people who make decisions for this country. They are the ones who have supported Kumi whenever we have challenges. They fought for us and now we have water. We didn't have water. Members of Parliament, please come forward. I request that we keep time because the Right Honorable Prime Minister really has sat for some time now. I kindly request you to quickly come forward. I am the first member of Parliament to host a member of Parliament from Nigeria in his constituency. So if you like, you applaud me. What a good member of Parliament. All the way from Abuja. I've been there. I know it is an excellent Parliament. But for him to travel all the way and come and grace Kumi grace this occasion, I can tell you the issue of the children will be settled. Yes. May I request that we start with the honorable colleague, Honorable Apollo. She's not feeling well.
Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Prime Minister and all the invited guests in your various capacities. My name is Christine Apollo, the District Woman MP, Kumi District. You're most welcome to Kumi. I will not take long. All the members of Parliament, thank you for sparing time to come to Kumi. You're most welcome.
Thank you so much. Can we applaud our woman member of Parliament? Thank you so much. Allow me at this time first to start with a colleague from Nigeria. I would love to give you an opportunity and let the people see you properly at daytime. This is the Kumi municipality where I lead as a member of Parliament. I'm an independent. I don't know which party you run.
I will be very brief. I brought you all greetings from the Federal Republic of Nigeria and from the Parliament. Being in Uganda, it's like I have not left Abuja because we have common challenges, common problems, and I think I am also learning from your profiled solutions and approaches to solutions. I want to thank you very much and say I am very happy to be in your midst today. I am also here as a representative of the African Arab Youth Council, where I serve as the chairperson of the Supervisory and Audit Committee. Bless you all.
I think you can now appreciate. Why don't you clap properly? Allow me to take the microphone to Honorable Muoma. But as he comes on board, I'm aware of members of Parliament who have already left because they have issues, they have state duties, some have to travel out of the country, and therefore we have to accept that they have already gone. But we want to appreciate that they have made such a remarkable contribution to the celebration of this day.
Yeah, thank you very much, MC and Area MP. Right Honorable Prime Minister, protocol observed. My name is Milton Muuma Kalulu, MP Chigulu South Iganga, and the Secretary General of the Parliamentary Forum on Population, Food Security and Development. Right Honorable, one issue during the engagement with the TESO district leaders, something eminent about ordinances came up that they always register delays with the Office of the Attorney General when it comes to registering and clearing their ordinances. So, Right Honorable, now that you are the big gun here, we are requesting for your indulgence and support to ensure that their ordinances are fast-tracked. I thank you and welcome you once again to Kumi.
Thank you, all the way from Iganga. Next.
Right Honorable Prime Minister and all protocols observed. My name is Esenu Anthony, Member of Parliament for Kapelebiong, and also representing the chairman for the TESO Parliamentary Group. You are most welcome to TESO region. Thank you.
And thank you, Honorable Anthony, for accompanying me today.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, protocol observed, Dr. Magolo John Faith. I'm the Member of Parliament for Wungoko North in Mbale District and the Vice Chairperson of the Forum for Population, Parliamentary Forum for Population and Food Security Development. Thank you very much for coming.
This is our mukwa zamura ni lolo muto Mbale. Jende bezi le muto na komu sikuta ngina.
Atekere Uriai. Right Honorable Prime Minister, I am the uncle of these people. I come from Karamoja. My names are Komoli Joseph Midi. I come from the northern constituency of Kabong district called Odozi North. Thank you very much.
Yalama no bapa is berema mayakan. Egitara kwile anga narti boro mamera yesi.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, my name is Kubeketeria. I come from the district of Mayuge. I represent Bunya County East in Mayuge district. Yalama, no.
Thank you, Honorable. Next. He served in the 9th Parliament, missed out on the 10th and is back. Welcome.
Right Honorable Minister, my name is Wangolo Jacob, Bunyole West, Butareja District. I'm not a sitting MP, I'm just a standing MP. You're most welcome to the region.
Thank you, Oyongeke Size.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, I'm Sebikali Joel, MP in Twetwe, Chankwanzi District, Deputy Chairperson, Health Committee. Apologies for my fellow members of Parliament who sit on Health Committee. One is Honorable Grania Nakazibwe from Mende District. Another one is Honorable Kamala Nicholas from Kabale Municipality, and Nenkushima Johnny Paul from Ibanda South Constituency. Thank you very much.
He's our Deputy Chair in the Health Committee. Therefore, when we talk about issues of health center trees and creating hospitals, Parliament is well composed here.
Right, Honorable Prime Minister, I am Atuto Jacinta. I am the woman representative for Kapelebyong District and the Deputy Chairperson, Climate Change Committee. You're welcome to Kumi and Teso in general.
Anyamata kwa ponda beri deputy za nepani. Bapeno beras dakani. Next.
Thank you. Right Honorable Prime Minister, and then all protocol observed. I'm called Jenna Wichi. I come from Kabera Maido District, and I'm the woman MP. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
The size. Bapeno dakani.
Thank you, Right Honorable Prime Minister. I'm Etuka Isaac Joaquino, the Member of Parliament for Upper Madi County, West Nile Region. I thank you for being here.
He sits with me in the Education Committee. They helped me in the process of recording the 3 schools, Ameje, Obosoy, and Osanyuk. These are the people. Can we applaud them?
Right Honorable Prime Minister, my name is Muhumuza David, MP for Mwenga North Constituency in Chajujo District. We come from near Mount Rwenzoris. We have been here for 3 days. Thank you for coming. Here I'm Manoi. Here I'm Ambanan come here. So I'm home. Thank you.
Yalama Loasala Kinine Bongori next week.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, my name is Stella Isodo, the woman MP Ngora District. I am the spokesperson, TESO Parliamentary Group.
Ejulano.
Thank you, Right Honorable Prime Minister. Lokwang Phillips Ilukol is my name, Member of Parliament Napore West Constituency, Karenga District, Karamoja, and I represent Northern Uganda in Uganda Parliamentary Forum for Food Security, Population and Development. Thank you.
Thank you. And that is an issue that needs to be sorted. I don't know whether Karamoja belongs to the north, northeast, or east.
Atekere yoga. Yarama bunere. Honorable Dr. Abbas Agaba, Right Honorable Prime Minister, I am back home in Teso. I was RDC here in Serere not long ago, where I left to go to Parliament. But now, Right Honorable Prime Minister, I'm Secretary General of the African and Arab Youth Council, who are partners with the Parliamentary Forum on Food Security, and we have been here doing some work together, and that's how we have this big man from Nigeria as part of the council. We are happy to be there. Yara Manoi.
While playing volleyball, he was my captain, Honorable Abbas.
Right Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda,
Makoha Margaret is my name, woman member of parliament, Namayingo district, as well as the chairperson, Uganda Parliamentary Forum for Children. You are most welcome.
Thank you. She's from the islands. The issue of Mujingo, where Mujingo is, that is the in charge, Right Honorable.
Teso oye. Emuri Alkoliai. Teso Kere Jason. There we say Ebo. Right Honorable Prime Minister, my name is John Bagole Ngovi. I represented Luka County in the 9th and 10th Parliament. I am on recess for 5 years, but I'm planning to come back to the 12th Parliament. I'm happy to be here. Thanks a lot for coming to Teso.
Ropa peroka no ikiari sa Russia, not Russia, Burundi. Konya buenge lanya dopetwan bona buenge lanya kirangesi.
Tesokere Yalamanoi, Right Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Members of Parliament, my name is Babirie Veronica Kadogo. I'm a former Member of Parliament and I'm a candidate contesting for Yala on independent slot. Right Honorable Prime Minister, the ministers around, the members of Parliament, I'm asking you politely to support me for the Yala bid. Thank you. The people of Kumi, happy Population Day. Thank you for electing good members of Parliament. Thank you for electing Honorable Silas, Honorable Opolot, and Honorable Christine. God bless you.
Next. Thank you so much. Right Honorable Prime Minister, colleagues, members of Parliament, my name is Ekudo Tom Julius. I am a member of FDC MP Gweri County. I don't fear my party is my party. And I am a member in the Committee of Human Rights. We have to respect the rights of the young. I thank you.
Next.
Emuri Oliai. Right Honorable Prime Minister, my name is Ikojo John Bosco. I am a member of Parliament representing the people of Bukedia County and also chair Committee on National Economy in the 11th Parliament of Uganda. You're most welcome. I'm a neighbor. I bring you apologies from my colleagues, the members of Parliament from Bukedia, but most greatly, I bring you greetings from the people of Bukedia. Yala mabunere, ujayla suban kerajo.
Yala ma bapa beron honorable Ikoja kana edo leads. The chairman national economy record akwapuno Uganda baju isirigin. Akeka ni na wasya. Nyerona den. Shomiti de ngora boys da bunera wigis da bunera soma water da lo se Bukedi ya nyoni so parliament ngodo parliament kwangini upa do so era una president ngoda nepenen.
Emuria Koliai, Iteso Imori Kikena. Toto Right Honorable Prime Minister, I take the honor to welcome you to Kumi. Thank you for coming to Kumi to celebrate the World Population Day. Itunge bapa isina polona kana abunere. Right Honorable Prime Minister, you have heard, and as you are a leader of government business, you will get an opportune time to give us responses for those memoranda raised by LOC1, the mayor, and then the chairman, LOC5. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Amongin Aporu Christine, a former member of Parliament for Kumi District and a former minister for Teso Affairs. Thank you so much for coming. Honorable Ogun, thank you for bringing the guests. We are happy.
Yala manoe, Papa is to na idolit. So I request that DJ, you give an Akogo song as they go back, and I submit my very brief speech to compensate for the time that was spent before. Emali. And I needed to tell the country that that very famous song originates from here. Thank you. Abuikizito no basanjo leko za Kogo bola yensi. Right Honorable Prime Minister, as I wait for my colleagues to settle down, you'll allow me first to appreciate the government of Uganda for some of the issues sorted so far. One of them, currently, Teso is facing serious hunger. I did approach your office, and you managed to send for us a few bags of posho and beans. But I can tell you, the food is not adequate. It is difficult for us to discuss about teenage pregnancies and early child marriages when people have not eaten. Therefore, I request my colleagues to give me the opportunity to talk to the Prime Minister. Right Honorable Prime Minister, we badly need food, not because we do not know how to go to the garden, but the truth is that we have had serious 2 failed seasons. So even the theme of today connects to that very issue. A young girl who is hungry will go for anybody and get pregnant. Therefore, as we talk today, many are getting pregnant because of hunger. Right Honorable Prime Minister, the government of Uganda needs to give attention to the people of Teso in terms of livelihood. Currently, statistics are already showing that we are at the top nearly in terms of poverty. With Karamoja being ranked, if I'm right, first. Teso is either number 1, number 2, or number 3. There is Bukedi and Busoga. What is government doing to settle this problem? It is becoming intergenerational. If it's not sorted, the problems of child marriages and teenage pregnancies will remain there. Those small things that we look at as being small are the big things. Right Honorable Prime Minister, you'll allow me to appreciate the members of Parliament. They have done such a big job. If it's about legislation, they have legislated. If it's about sensitization, they have created awareness. Yesterday they were here. They spent nearly a whole week here with us. Allow me to appreciate NPC. Madam Edith, I don't know where you sat. If you people could rise up for further recognition, they have done a wonderful job. NPC. Right Honorable Prime Minister, the Netherlands Embassy has been such a good friend. That embassy has done well, and we want to appreciate you, Your Excellency. You've done such a good job. Uganda is happy for the support that you have given to us. Today, as we commemorate this day, we want to recognize your contribution. Thank you so much. The Uganda Parliamentary Forum on Food Security and then Development has done such a good job. The members you see here have been mobilized by the forum largely. Therefore, would love to appreciate that forum. Right Honorable Speaker, oh my God, I'm now used to Parliament. Right Honorable Prime Minister, on the 16th of June 2015, while in Kayunga, the first ever national strategy to end child marriage and teenage pregnancies was launched. That's well like 7 years ago. But the problem we have today as a country is to ask ourselves, out of the commitments that we made, is there any action so far done? Because the issue that we have with Uganda is not the commitments. It is about the actions to what we commit. For us to change the issue of child marriages and teenage pregnancies, we need to attend to what we do in terms of addressing the challenges that we commit ourselves to address. We make very long speeches, but there's no loud action. The actions are silent without the Right Honorable Prime Minister. I want to ask that Uganda as a country reduces the cost of education. The children are not going to school because of the cost of education. Even the UPE and USE have become very expensive. That one I need to bring to your attention. Today, the cost of soap is unbearable. The cost of living is skyrocketing. Right Honorable Speaker, Prime Minister, you are the one to redeem our situation. I know as a parliament, we decided to take a position and let us try to reduce on the taxes. But there was an argument from a cabinet that we cannot remove taxes from some of these commodities, like soap and cooking oil and the rest. I think we might have to reconvene and take a decision that helps the people, because it has become too much. The cost of everything has become so high. Fuel is running towards 7,000 a liter. It is only the rich who are traveling in good comfort. We need something to be done. Otherwise, we are now looking for bicycles. Right Honorable Prime Minister, Kumi doesn't have any industry, any factory. We have Kelimjinare lying idle for years. Can't the government do something about that? If we are talking about mindset change, if we are talking about teenage pregnancies, the issues of adolescence, there are no jobs. There are no jobs. So the suffering that you see, the pregnancies are because of poverty. People are not employed. Even when the students go to school, they come back and stay with their parents. There are no jobs. Give us one factory. At least if you commit today that one will come here, it will be raining for the next 1 week. I want to applaud the country. I want to thank the President of the Republic of Uganda. We need the 12.5 kilometers of roads for the municipality, because now for us we are eyeing at a district by 2060. So help us to start, because we want to run. We do not want to walk. It is our time. It is our time to run. Right Honorable Prime Minister, we need the 12.5 kilometers of road that were promised. The compensation we are talking about, the 50 billion, yes, that's a good beginning, but it's little money. People are suffering. Poverty and tension needs trillions, not billions. So something needs to be done now. Every budget of the country needs to have a component for compensation and reparations. People who lost their lives. It is not only about the animals, it's not only about the cattle. There are many people who lost their lives. How do you look at them and compensate? That is the origin of these teenage pregnancies. So many orphans. That is the reality. I can't hide it from you, Right Honorable Prime Minister, because you are my very, very good friend. You know I came to Kakumiro. And I'm happy for the first time you have stepped here when I'm the area member of parliament. I don't think you will ignore these issues. Never. I want to applaud everybody. Those who are going back to far places, the Lord that we serve knows that you have done a wonderful job. As a member of parliament who has been hosting you, you'll allow me to appreciate the Uganda Police Force for the beautiful band. I know sometimes people don't appreciate you, but you need to be appreciated. Can we clap for them? I want to appreciate the media because they play such a big role. Bring the issues to the fore. The fourth estate, you have done such a good job. Can we appreciate them? Let me appreciate all the political leaders. Let us appreciate them. Thank you so much for coming. LOC3s, the LOC5s, the RDCs, the Wananchi, all the people in combat. They have done a wonderful and tremendous job. Right, Honorable Prime Minister, Uganda is moving forward. And I want to end by thanking specifically you. I know your qualities. When you are coming to power, there are those who thought that that position should be for a man. But now I have seen the change. We've never seen envelopes move around to our people before. At least you have given it. That's what they call kickback. At least you know how to kick backwards. Women know how to kick back properly. My people have touched something. And there is somebody who asked me to appreciate you because they got the money when you distributed it on COVID issues those days. So we thank you for being practical and quick. Government has a tendency of being slow, but you are making it quick. And I want to appreciate you for that. And may you stay in that seat again, 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 and again, because you are a good prime minister. In Uganda, they say, I think, Nera, 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 and Nera. Dodoa, Nebala, so Bobo, Obongok, Bobo, Obongo, Obongok, Darecholo, Onyama Kwap, Nyobiko Richard. May I request my honorable colleague, Christine Apolot, if she is still around, kindly come and speak to the people so that we pave way for the next speakers. As she comes, I want to say we appreciate you all for keeping it warm here. And all those who stayed in our hotels, at least you left us with something. You can be able to bear witness with us that now Kumi has enough rooms. We have all categories of accommodation, ranging from 10,000 up to 1 million. So, enjoy Kumi. We don't have those problems in terms of accommodation. Right Honorable Prime Minister, as she comes forward, I know as she's coming here, we want to appreciate the schools. There are many students around. Most of them have stayed here since morning. They have not had anything. But because of the love of Uganda, they have stayed with us. The Paris development model is here. People are waiting for the money. But I know you will send the money. Because you are the real Prime Minister. You don't delay things. That one I am very sure about.
Yalamanoi, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, the honorable ministers and honorable members of Parliament, the local government leaders in your various capacities, all the invited guests, I salute you all. My name is Christina Polot. I'm the district woman representative for the people of Kumi. On behalf of the people of Kumi and on my own behalf, I add my voice to welcome you to Kumi Boma grounds. You're most welcome. Right Honorable Prime Minister, it is a great day to us to have you as the chief guest when we are commemorating the World Population Day, and especially on the note that Kumi district emerged one of those districts with the highest number of teenage pregnancies and early marriages. The choice of a woman was the best. I therefore want to thank the President for choosing you. Madam Prime Minister, we have so many district councillors present with us. May I request you to rise up? The district councillors present. Thank you for coming. Madam Prime Minister, I have my sister Esther, who contested with me for the post of the woman MP. Please greet our Prime Minister. You're welcome, Esther. Dear visitors, I have already been cautioned about time, but Prime Minister, thank you for traversing the country. I have been praying that one day you would be here. Little did I know that soonest you are coming to Kumi. You are most welcome. Friends, my colleague Honorable Silas has said enough, but allow me add my voice to thank the Prime Minister for considering Kumi to have that relief, although it has not given us wider coverage. It tried to save us, but more is still required. Madam Prime Minister, many have already spoken. Yesterday, while we were in a tutor, there was a friend who asked me a question that I want to say here. The question I was asked was, but why are Kumi people poor? Why are Kumi people poor? It is a very big question, but the truth is that we still have a very big percentage of people living still under the subsistence sector, and that is why wholeheartedly we are very willing to support the parish development model to help our people come out of that situation. Otherwise, poverty is highly responsible for these high numbers of the teenage pregnancies. However, Madam Prime Minister, I want to request the big men of this country to use the money God has given them well. Besides these pregnancies that are caused by our young boys in the villages, there are also big men with big money who are misusing money to spoil our girls. I want actually to request you humbly that as responsible citizens and men of Uganda, let us save Uganda by protecting these girls. I want to introduce to you, Madam Prime Minister, Mr. Kodai James, who was the district chairman of the task force for the president. Madam Prime Minister, that gentleman did a lot. He supported all of us who emerged as flag bearers. But Madam Prime Minister, recently when they were declaring the new RDCs and deputy RDCs, we also expected something from Kumi, for Kumi. Unfortunately, not even one had the opportunity. We have so many capable people from Kumi. When that time comes, Toto Prime Minister, please guide the President accordingly so that we can be considered as a district. We also have a Legon 13 team. Madam Prime Minister, when I was a district chairperson, I presented that big team to the President, and they've actually been following up that if possible, they would be given an opportunity to have a minute with His Excellency the President. And amongst those people is the Administrative Secretary of the NRM. May you people rise up, those who are present, Elgon 13 team. The Gisongino, I don't know, they are dispersed, but that is a team that is actually seeking for your indulgence in having an opportunity to meet the President. So dear friends, I now want to challenge all of us as stakeholders of this country, the political leaders, the church leaders, the clan leaders, that the issue of saving our girls is not only in the hands of the elected leaders. It is a responsibility calling all of us to have an input. to do sensitization. Our celebration is not because Kumi performed very well. The chance to host this celebration was because of the negativity that we scored highest negatively. May this turn out to be a day that we shall remember, that will overturn the current situation, that next year when we are celebrating again somewhere, Kumi and Teso sub-region and nationally, the percentages will have dropped. Celebrating a function is not for fun, but it's supposed to create an impact. Now finally, Madam Prime Minister, through you, I want to request and lobby with various partners present here, Unfpa, the National Population Council, the Netherlands representatives, and the entire UN. Now that this celebration has confirmed that Teso sub-region and Kumi in particular is in need of support, I want to invite you and request you to come and partner with the Kumi District Local Government so that we realize a change other than hosting World Population Day because the teenage pregnancies are so high. Eyalama Noya Teker, I am a teacher by profession. When I see that people are tired, they are hungry, I don't want to speak a lot because I will annoy you, but also because the whole country knows and hears of Nabanja. Right, Prime Minister, there are people who have come here not to celebrate, but they want to see the woman called Nabanja. They just want to see the Nabanja. Even the children of this country talk about that name. So I should spare time so that they listen to you. Madam Prime Minister, just a reminder about the humps for Tirinyi, Kumi, Tirinyi Palisa Kumi Road. I had engaged a traffic officer earlier on to give us the statistics of the people who have died. When you were commissioning that road, Right Honorable, I was together with the Honorable Silas, the mayor, the district chairperson, and other leaders. I remember you directed the UNRWA team to actually put up the humps. Up to now, Madam Prime Minister, nothing has been done. And for us in Parliament, we know that you're a woman of action. Please let action be taken and let humps be put in that road of Tirinyi, Palisa, and Kumi. Most welcome for God and my country.
Thank you. As we go down, we are done with our messages. Right Honorable Prime Minister, Uganda's problem is not the population, it is the structure, and the population quality is an issue. The dependency burden is so high. Let's work on that, and we shall be better. The money for mindset change must be used. The money was allocated by Parliament, but if we are not careful, the money will disappear before the mindset has been changed. Therefore, we need to follow up with that. Thank you so much. God bless Kumi, bless Uganda, Africa, the Prime Minister. Uganda is a blessed country, for God and my country.
Can we give them a bigger round of applause? Madam Prime Minister, permit me once again to appreciate our members of Parliament for supporting the campaign against teenage pregnancy and child marriage. And at this moment, Right Honorable Prime Minister, permit me to invite Honorable Okasai Opolot, the Minister of State for Energy and Mineral Development in charge of energy and the Member of Parliament for Kumi County, and to also appreciate the Honorable Minister as he comes for his guidance during the preparations for this year's World Population Day. Can we kindly give him a round of applause.
Right, Honorable Prime Minister, colleagues, Minister, and colleagues, members of Parliament, I would wish and I observe the protocol. I want to start with appreciating the National Population Secretariat for the work well done. You have not disappointed me on what we planned, and you have delivered it. Thank you very much, National Population Secretariat. Secondly, I wish to appreciate the Right Honorable Prime Minister. There is no better person to have come to Kumi other than you. And I will wish to put it up front before I go any further. I know how you work, Right Honorable Prime Minister, and we have worked together. It is always saying, can we do this? Why isn't this one done? And when all these challenges which are being pointed out, I'm quite comfortable. They are falling on your ears, and I would wish to invite you at an appropriate time. This one is for the national celebration. I would wish to invite you to Kumi, and we actually work through those challenges. And I know there's nothing insurmountable. We shall be able to get a way how to resolve the many challenges that have been pointed out. Right, Honorable Prime Minister, the parish development model, and you look at the poverty level, the food security issues. And I think if we worked around the mindset change, proper selection of enterprises, and define how we get those resources to the rightful people, identification of the people to benefit from the parish model, and look through all other programs of government, I think we shall deliver and turn around the situation of Kumi and Teso generally. I look at the opportunities that we have in Kumi. Good land, fertile soil, and we also have water. Can we really work around to deliver the water where it is required for production? And this one will turn around the situation of Teso. I flew over here when I was going to Karamoja this week, and I saw a lot of water. I thought we were living in a wetland, but we are not using that abundant resource to actually transform the status of the population of Teso. Right, Honorable Prime Minister, if we actually analyzed properly the situation, the population, early pregnancies, these are caused by poverty levels. And I would wish us to think about it. Honorable Lugolobi, let's reflect on this and see how we can deliver this. Issues are being pointed out, for example, the x-rays for Atutur Hospital. Right, Honorable Prime Minister, I think when we get back, we can talk to our colleague, Jenna Cheng, to see if that can be resolved. And it's one of the areas when you come to Kumi that I would wish us to pass through. Check the health status, the health facilities. There's a lot that needs to be done. I've walked to some of those health facilities. They are in a pathetic state. Atuturu Hospital has not been repaired for a long time. Rehabilitation of the hospital. They took me to the sewerage system. It is so awful, and I think we need to do something about it. Education, right, Honorable Prime Minister? We have, in my constituency alone, there are 4 sub-counties which don't have seed schools. And this is an area which we should be talking about when we get back to cabinet. I also need seed schools. And then I have a one HSA school in my constituency, which is actually dying because they have a debt, a very big debt. I'll be talking to you about it and requesting for your support. I'm happy that the community in Kumi is appreciating the work of government, especially in rural electrification. People of Kumi, I thank you for pointing it out that we are doing a good job. But that electricity which is coming, it should be used for productive purposes. Let's not use it for lighting. I always say this wherever I go. Can we use it for industries, mini industries? Get welding done. There is a lot of unemployment here. Can we use that electricity to engage the youth? I also want to point out what the youth actually pointed out, the need for we, the political leadership, to listen to their pleas and sit with them. And I think we need to guide the population. They are Uganda of tomorrow. Right, Honorable Prime Minister, if we don't guide them now, it will be terrible. The population is growing and growing very fast. The youth population is about 60% of our population. This is an area which we need to focus and work hard, especially turning their mindset change, looking at things positively, getting them out of the bad habits. And here I would request people of Teso, we had a culture that respected the woman. I always make fun when I'm working even with the cabinet ministers. If there is a lady, I tell them, in Teso, a lady must walk in front. And that's cultural. Can we go back to our cultural norms? What's happening now is totally unacceptable in Teso culture. It is because we have forgotten the culture. That's why we are where we are now. Let's change those things. Right, Honorable Prime Minister, my attention has actually been brought to a number of pledges which His Excellency the President made to various people in Kumi. One of them is what Honorable Apollo talked about, the pledge to Elgon 13 Teso Zone. And I request that we take it up. They have given me their letter, and I'm going to pass it to you, Right Honorable Prime Minister, for the attention of the President. I've also been informed of the President's pledge to the family of the late Captain Ungodia. I also have a letter which is written to the President. I will pass it to you, and we follow it up with the President. Right, Honorable Prime Minister, Teso has turned into love with the President. Kumi in particular. In my constituency, there are so many children who have been named after the President. And they're always asking me, can you pass our word to the President to say that we have his namesake? That's the love Teso people have for NRM and also the President in particular. The Population Secretariat, I wish to commit myself to work with you for the 1 year, because by bringing the celebrations to Kumi, I understand you are going to concentrate your efforts in Kumi. I will urge my colleagues, the MPs of Kumi, to pay attention to the interventions which the National Population Secretariat is going to do in Kumi. And I also ask the local leadership, LOC 5 and your council LOC 3s, can we take those programs and own them? They are not programs for the National Secretariat. Can we turn them into our development programs and see how we can integrate it into the parish development model? As I close, Right Honorable Prime Minister, that boy who sang during my mobilization for parish development model, if you listen to what he sang, I had little to talk. He would sing the aims, enterprise selection, and I'm polishing it a little bit, giving the accountability and those other elements. And at a later date, we are going to record that song and actually see what can be done about it. With those few remarks, I would wish to take pleasure to invite my colleague, the Minister of State for Finance, to come and make your remarks. So Yalamanoi.
The true family. Aya, aya, aya. Asakonye. King Records. Legisha Pogo. Akongo moja teno suki sitem. Legisha Pogo. Akongo moja teno suki sitem. Legisha Pogo. Akongo moja teno suki sitem. Legisha Pogo. Akongo moja teno suki sitem.
Thank you so much. Right Honorable Prime Minister, who is here representing His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Honorable members of Parliament, my colleagues, ministers who are here, Excellency the Ambassador of Netherlands, the Chairperson and members of the National Population Council, the Director General National Population Council, Unfpa country representative, religious and cultural leaders present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'll stand on the existing protocol. My name was already introduced, Amos Rugolobi. I come from Kayunga, a member of parliament in that area, and also the Minister of State, Finance, Planning and Economic Development. So I bring you greetings from that ministry. We are the ministry that oversees population issues in this country. I wish to join all the previous speakers in welcoming our guest of honor, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, who is representing His Excellency, the President of Uganda. I think we should put our hands together to welcome her. And to all invited guests to the national commemorations to mark the 2022 World Population Day here in Kumi District. Working with the National Population Council, we as a ministry and cabinet led by the President found it necessary to get Kumi District to host the commemorations for this year. I wish to appreciate the district for hosting this important national event. Right Honorable
Prime Minister, I'm glad to note that the theme for this year's World Population Day is mindset change for wealth creation, ending child marriage and teenage pregnancy. And I want to pause for a while to reflect especially on what this means. When we talk about mindset, we're actually talking about your individual mindset, that negative mindset, your thinking, that current thinking that causing all this problem, that negative thinking. Eloping on our young girls, invading these young girls, and causing unwanted pregnancies when these girls are still young. So before we cause this mindset change in you, it is important that you look at yourself and say, am I doing the right thing? Why would all of us be gathered here to be talking about this theme when you are the source of the problem? So it is important that those people that are responsible for this look at the problem they are causing to this country. This theme is in line with government's development and social transformation priorities. Ending child marriage and teenage pregnancy is very important if we are to achieve our development aspirations. As the theme clearly states, to end child marriage and teenage pregnancy, we must focus on mindset change and wealth creation. We must focus on mindset change and wealth creation because poverty and traditional beliefs are the real underlying causes of this problem. In poverty, households cannot easily access basic services like good health, education for their children, domestic essential needs, adequate housing, etc. Consequently, they pay little attention to keep the girl child in school, hence the problem of the rampant early marriages and child pregnancies. Right Honorable Prime Minister, I've also been informed that the global theme is a world of 8 billion towards a resilient future. In November this year, the total world population will hit the 8 billion mark. So this global theme is in recognition of the milestones and incredible advancements that have been made in poverty reduction, health care, infant and maternal mortality. People are now living healthier than longer lives. The theme is also a call to actions to nations to take stock of their achievements and act on their respective population development challenges. The global theme, therefore, ties in well with our national theme that is calling for mindset change for wealth creation, ending child marriage and teenage pregnancy. Over the past decades, Uganda has achieved remarkable economic growth and substantial poverty reduction. Between 1992 and 2020, the proportion of the population living in monetary poverty fell dramatically from 56% to 20.3%. Uganda has also made considerable progress in improving the status of the girl child. And this is reflected by the strides government has taken to create greater opportunities for girls' education and in creation and promotion of a conducive legal and policy environment for the protection and promotion of women and children's rights. However, despite government's efforts to end discrimination against women and girls, harmful practices such as gender-based violence, child marriage, and teenage pregnancy persist with adverse consequences for the girls, their communities, and national development. In some poor households, Girls are generally considered to be an economic asset from which families can gain wealth. The payment of bride price is a key incentive sustaining the practice of child marriage in these communities, as it provides the much needed income for households and validates and legitimizes the marriage union. I'm also told that it is common in some parts of this country for parents to encourage or force their daughters to get married at an early age, sometimes to old men who are capable of paying bride price. It is therefore very important to engage the households that are still engaged in subsistence into the money economy if we are to succeed in ending child marriage and teenage pregnancy as one of the measures. Right Honorable Prime Minister, I wish to use this opportunity to appreciate you and His Excellency the President for championing the Parish Development Model Initiative, which is aimed at improving household incomes. We believe that this will empower parents to fulfill the basic needs of their children, thereby addressing the economic reasons for marrying off young girls. My ministry, the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, is fully committed to supporting the implementation of the parish development model to achieve socio-economic transformation for the benefit of all Ugandans. Our priority this financial year is to accelerate economic recovery, and the ministry has come up with strategies to get households that are still engaged in subsistence production. Right Honorable Prime Minister, we are going to support the full implementation of the parish development model to accelerate the transition of the 39% of households still engaged in subsistence economy to get into the money economy. The parish development model will be complemented by other government programs such as the Emyoga Fund, the Microfinance Support Center Credit to other circles, and Village Saving Groups, the Small Business Recovery Fund, and other wealth creation initiatives. Actually, soon we shall be announcing a few more. But the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, through its networks, should extensively engage the families on issues of mindset change against several practices. But Honorable Prime Minister, distinguished guests, you are aware that Uganda, with a population of nearly 45 million people, is one of the countries with the youngest population in the world. In Uganda, 75% of our population is under 30 years of age. And this means that strategic investments must be made in health, education, direct engagement, because we need to engage these people, especially the youth, innovation, to have an innovative population, entrepreneurship, and skilling in order to reap from the benefits of this young population. And this is what is known as the demographic dividend. The extent to which our country reaps the benefits of the demographic dividend hinges on the investments we make in the young population. We must therefore commit to increase investments and opportunities for young Ugandans by turning them into a dynamic, productive, and globally competitive workforce that is to serve our country for many years to come. Government will further enhance support towards this cause. I therefore call upon all our collaborators in government, development partners, civil society, culture, religious leaders to support efforts to change the mindsets of young people to become development-oriented. I encourage all leaders to promote the parish development model and encourage households to create wealth through the modernization of agriculture, adoption of small-scale irrigation, and protection of the environment. I rally all Ugandans to join the campaign against child marriages and teenage pregnancies because the future of our country depends on the socio-economic transformation of these young Ugandans. Right Honorable Prime Minister, I wish to conclude by appreciating you for coming on behalf of the President to officiate at this very important occasion. I wish to also thank our development partners for supporting government's development initiatives, and to thank for the National Population Council for organizing this event. Lastly, I would like to convey my appreciation to the people of Kumi for hosting us. Thank you so much for God and my country. Again, the one. Now, I want to take this honor to invite the Right Honorable Prime Minister, who will be addressing us after giving out some prizes. So she will be coming over, and the names of the beneficiaries of these prizes will be read accordingly. Can she use this microphone?
Thank you so much, Honorable Amos Lugorobi. As our guest of honor comes to award the winners, I will request that they move closer. Right Honorable Prime Minister, today morning we had a bicycle race for both men and women, and the two winners are going to be awarded motorcycles. The first winner for the male category is Mr. Obore Simon. Mr. Obore Simon, kindly move forward. In the interest of time, you should move like the gentleman who won the bicycle race. And then as Simon comes to receive his motorbike, I would want to invite Miss Achom Rose, the winner for the female category. That is Mr. Obore Simon, the winner of the bicycle race for the male category. There is a microphone there for the Right Honorable Prime Minister.
On behalf of the President of the Republic of Uganda, I take the honor to hand over the motorcycle. Thank you for winning this motorcycle. Please use it for the good purpose and develop yourself for God and my country. You ride your motorcycle. I believe there is fuel. He knows. He doesn't know. Let us get another one. Should be helped to be pushed away. He won a bicycle race, and now he's having a motorcycle. NRM, oye.
Oye.
Next. On behalf of the President of the Republic of Uganda, allow me to hand over this motorcycle to you. Congratulations. You won a bicycle race, you are getting a motorcycle. Use it to develop yourself. NRM,
Right Honorable Prime Minister, in the interest of time, the runners-up will be given the prizes after your speech, but we'll now move on to the next category. We had a national essay competition, and the winner for the primary category is Miss Mondo.
Before that, this man who made this, where is he?
The person who modeled His Excellency the President, kindly come forward.
The man who modeled His Excellency the President, on behalf of government, on behalf of the President, I want to thank you for the love you have for the President of the Republic of Uganda. Let me hand over a token of 1 million for you to...
DJ.
Right. There is this other one who also modeled the President's portrait.
The gentleman who, yes, and the lady.
I wish you would leave it the way it was. Maybe you can come behind here. On behalf of the President, NRM government, I want to thank you for the love you have for the President, the love you have for NRM as a party. And therefore, let me take this opportunity to hand over a small token of 1 million. Thank you so much.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, we now move on to the next category. We had a national essay competition, and the winner for primary is Mondong Sarah Gladys from Golden Brian School in Koboko. She's going to win a tablet. A cash prize will be given to her later.
But
Gladys,
you need to announce the cash prize.
1 million shillings.
Congratulations. Where is she?
Gladys.
Let me ask my brother, the Honorable Minister for Planning, the Honorable Gorovi, to help me hand over that prize.
And as Gladys receives her prize, I want to invite the remaining winners to move closer.
Okay, Gladys was a winner for the essay competition, and you are given a tablet. This is an electronic device, very expensive device. Congratulations.
The runners-up is Kobganzi Aretha Michelle from Kampala Parent School. She will get a digital watch and a cash prize of 500,000 shillings.
Here you are with a digital watch. and 500,000 shillings. Congratulations.
For O level, we have Miss Atim Desire Edna from Uganda Matters Namgongo, a tablet and 1 million shillings.
So Edna, I wish to congratulate you for winning that competition and use this to advance yourself and the studies. Remember, you're a student. We want for you to excel and become the next Prime Minister. In the future, target to be a Prime Minister.
And then the runners-up is Miss Nsimire Pal from Maryhill High School, Mbarara. She gets a tablet and 500,000 shillings.
In absentia, I would wish to congratulate the young lady and encourage her to study hard. This one can be received. She's not here, but it will be taken care of.
And then for A-level, we have Mr. Kulubia Leonard Regan from Baptist High School, Chitevi. He gets a tablet and a cash prize of 1 million shillings.
I take the honor on behalf of government to present this gift to Regan. Thank you very much for your participation. May you continue with the hard work and succeed in your career.
The runners-up is Miss Abaho Darren from +2 High School in Chenjojo. She gets a smartphone and a cash prize of 500,000 shillings. If she's not present, we'll move.
Okay, the person is not present, but we want to congratulate the winner, the person in absentia. Be blessed.
Thank you. We'll now move on to university, and the winner is Mr. Oraku Aloysius from Chambago University.
Aloysius, you did yourself well, and you qualified to get this. We congratulate you, be blessed, and use this for your benefit.
And the first runners-up is Mr. Subi Henry Mubiru from Makerere University.
You will not let down Makerere University. Congratulations, partake of this. In Jesus' name I have said.
Right Honorable Prime Minister, I now request that the winners have a group photograph with you. We have quite a number of winners. In the interest of time, the remaining ones will come and pick their prizes. So can we have a group photograph with the Right Honorable Prime Minister?
We go in front.
Silver, Igualet, back with a new system.
DJ, we have, I thought these ones would first move away, but we have winners of the football and netball match. And the winners for the football match are Kumi District. Kumi played with Bukedea District. So the captain for Kumi football team should come and receive the award.
On behalf of government, under the wise leadership of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, I hand over the trophy. Congratulations.
Right, Honorable Prime Minister, the netball match was between...
Is it going with a ball?
Yes.
It is going with a ball?
Yes.
I hand over the ball to you.
Thank you so much. For netball, we had Kumi District playing against Katakwi District, and Kumi won. So
I am asking, is it just a trophy or there is some other envelope?
the winners get a cash prize of 1 million shillings.
Oh, congratulations.
And the first runners-up will get a cash prize of 500,000 shillings. Thank you.
That is very good. So I hand over this trophy to you. Congratulations. May God bless you all.
Thank you so much. We'll now have a group photograph, and thereafter we will request our guest of honor, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, to address us. Thank you.
A group photo.
Okay. Yalama eloskana na polon aja kini kene resine ido elipi oni arawat lupu pokinit tetere idumuni akiroke na ameda yalama bapa sina polona kan anwa korare kapun mindset change for wealth creation alodo de tongalono kada bar abunare gali abongori kada kinyet yalama.
The Honorable Minister of State for Planning, the Honorable Lugorobi, Honorable Dr. Okasai, Minister of State Energy, my Lord the Bishop, the Honorable Members of Parliament, Your Excellency the Deputy Ambassador, the chairpersons and members of the National Population Council, the Director General National Population Council, the Unfpa country representative, religious leaders, cultural leaders, distinguished local leaders, ladies and gentlemen, Itungaro Komi, Yoganoi, Akironyo, I have taken note of all your concerns that have been presented here by your leaders. The number of kilometers that are supposed to be tarmacked, I even have a list. I got it from the Executive Director, UNRA, as we are going on with the function. The pledges that were pledged by the President, and many other issues. We have taken note of them. The NRM government will make sure that we fulfill those pledges. So let me now go to the President's speech. I would like to thank the people of Kumi and the district leaders for hosting this year's World Population Day. I've not been able to attend, but I have sent you the Prime Minister, the Honorable Nabanja Robina, to represent me. I would like to thank you all for maintaining peace and unity, and for your strong support to the NRM government. Ayarama Noi, thank you. On this 11th day of July 2022, Ugandans join the rest of the world to commemorate the World Population Day. The national theme for this year, Mindset Change for Wealth Creation, Ending Child Marriage and Teenage Pregnancy, is especially important because it focuses on wealth creation, which is a game changer. As I have always said, to address many of these problems facing our population, we must first deal with the issue of poverty eradication socio-economic transformation. The above, first and foremost, begins with mindset change, enabling us as Ugandans to transform their thinking from working for the stomach to working with an intention of earning money beyond just sustaining life. We need to integrate more Ugandans into the money economy. As you have heard from previous speakers, mindset change is the key for wealth creation and is a factor for ending child marriage and teenage pregnancy in Uganda. This is in line with the government development and socio-economic priorities. I'm happy to note that the Minister for Finance has talked about utilizing the parish development model to respond to household economic needs in order to prevent parents from marrying off their underage daughters for economic benefit. Earlier this year, I launched the parish development model to integrate 3.5 million households that are currently in subsistence economy into the money economy and to create wealth and jobs. To implement this, government is providing shillings 1.05 trillion for the full implementation of the parish development model in the new year 2022-2023. The parish development model is an extension of government's approach to development as prioritized under the third National Development Plan 3. I wish to use this opportunity of this World Population Day event to encourage Ugandans to take advantage of the existing government programs in order to create wealth instead of marrying off young girls to get bride price. Government is working with its ministries and agencies and does not support and entertain the practice of marrying off young girls who are supposed to be in schools. We shall not allow this to continue because child marriage is a significant barrier to our country's socio-economic transformation. Regarding education, I would like to emphasize that the government of Uganda introduced universal free education, both primary and secondary, to our children. The reported practice of charging fees in government schools must stop. Ugandans will recall that when the NRM government came to power, we had unfavorable development indicators within the population. For example, before 1986, there was limited access to education, health services, a high disease burden, low literacy level, low immunization rate, and high rates of malnutrition. All these led to increased mobility and mortality. We have since reversed all this, and we are making progress in the following areas. 1, Ugandans are now healthier and living longer. Life expectancy in Uganda has increased by 20 years in one generation, from 43 years in 1991 to 63.3 years in 2016. Resulting from this, Uganda's population increased from 14 million people in 1986 to 45 million people currently. This population is projected to reach 50 million people by the year 2025 and 102 million people in the year 2050. As a result, number 2, of increased immunization against the killer diseases, fewer children are now dying from preventable diseases. In fact, The infant mortality rate has reduced from 122 deaths per 1,000 live births in the year 1991 to 43 deaths per 1,000 live births in the year 2016. In fact, this is one of the development goals where Uganda has performed very well. Number 3, the number of women dying in childbirth and pregnancy-related concerns reduced from 506 deaths per 100,000 live births in 1991 to 336 deaths per 100 live births in 2016. The proportion of the population living in poverty fell dramatically from 56% in 1992 to 20.3% in 2020. Number 5, Uganda's GDP per capita increased to US dollars 1,046, which is equivalent to Uganda's shillings 3.7 million per person per year. We have therefore passed the threshold for becoming a lower middle income country. The entrance point to the lower middle income status is $1,036. This is a big achievement. Therefore, we cannot allow such negative practices as child marriage to continue because they are significant barrier to our socio-economic transformation. As you have heard from the previous speakers, adolescent mothers are twice as likely to die from pregnancy and child delivery complications. Teenage pregnancy contributes to 20% of infant deaths, and teenage mothers are 3 times less likely to have professional jobs and twice more likely to be self-employed in sustainable agriculture. So, as you can clearly see, child marriage and teenage pregnancy are the true enemies of our becoming an upper middle income country. I therefore call upon all Ugandans to reject tendencies that promote child marriage, teenage pregnancy, and gender-based violence. We should instead focus on safeguarding the health and education of our adolescents. The NRM government will continue to provide these young people with education, skills, jobs, and health care so that they become the engine of economic growth, more so that Ugandan population is mainly comprised of youth at approximately 70%. We shall also continue engaging them through mindset change campaigns. These efforts will deliver a productive workforce, and this is what is called the demographic dividend. And it spells out the economic benefits that we can have as a country from a health, skilled, gainfully employed young population. We should always remember that our youthful population is our greatest asset. So, we should all work towards improving the productivity and welfare of our young Ugandans. I call upon the leaders across the country and the Teso sub-region in particular to work with government to solve problems of child marriages and teenage pregnancies. All girls should be in school learning, a skill which they can utilize to gain some income. They should not be having babies. Those that have already had babies should be given a chance to gain skills that can empower them towards earning a living. Lastly, I would like to assure the people of Teso and other neighboring regions that we have strengthened security to deal with the issue of cattle rustling. We have trained local defense units to boost our infantry manpower, and soon we shall defeat the cattle rustlers. Uganda needs all of us prosperous, health, productive, and creating wealth. Do not relax about COVID-19 because it is still with us. Heed to all vaccination campaigns as well as observing SOPs, standard operating procedures to avoid death. I wish all Ugandans a happy World Population Day. Eyarama Noi, thank you so much for God and my country.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Prime Minister, for addressing us and for championing the fight to end teenage pregnancy and child marriage. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to have the anthems. We will start with the East African anthem and we will end with the Uganda national anthem.
Anyo tukere woyo anthems, anyo taigo, anyo tukere.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall remain standing in our positions as our guest of honor takes leave.
TV. That's how we come to the end of the celebrations to commemorate the World Population Day that we held here at Boma Grounds in Kumi districts. It was a colorful event. We sealed it off with the presidential speech that was read by the Right Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda, Robina Nabbanja, who is right now on her departure. We thank you so much for watching. The theme of today was about mindset changing and ensuring that we reduce on the levels and the rates of early pregnancies and early motherhood and child parenting. That was the theme of today, and people have been asked and encouraged to take it on to see that we reduce on the rates of child mothers in Uganda. My name is Michael Jordan Lokomwa. With the whole team here, wish you the best of the evening and the week we start today. Thank you to the team we worked with here in Kumi and the team back at Broadcast House. Enjoy the rest of the day and the whole week. Bye-bye.
Pick of the day on UBC. Was brought to you by